time for the what?
Down to earth podcast.
All right, you guys. It's the Kilo, one of the commentators on the D2E network. I'm here with Q, better known stage name as QX. So I am not going to let them know, but on screen, he gave me a little history of his name. So I'm going to let you guys, let him tell you the story of his name.
Well, hello. Welcome to our show here. My name is QX, better known as Q. But the little history behind it, my dad named me after Quincy Jones and Malcolm X. So I put my name together as, a tribute to all of the history behind my name and trying to live up to, the big shoes.
I love that. Those are two big names, two powerful Black men that we have. And I've been interviewing quite a few artists today. And one of the artists I interviewed, Big S, he let me know his dad was his inspiration. So it's great to hear, and I love to hear that because I'm all about fathers, especially Black fathers, being present in their children's lives. Like, it's something that it's detrimental that you have to be part of your child's life. Like, make sure that they have something going forward, no matter what it is, that they can look up and be like, you know what, it's because of my dad, it's because of my mom, it's because of so-and-so, even if it's not their dad, their uncle, somebody that's a positive figure that inspired them. So hearing that's how your name came from your dad and you lived up to the aspirations and of who you're named after is wonderful to hear.
Thank you for that.
So, single wise, what do I have looking forward to coming up?
Oh, wow. Coming up, I actually have a song with Jonah Zed.
Okay.
And it's called Snakes. It's something that I've been very, very excited to share with the world. I got my producer here, actually, Mikey in the cut.
Okay.
And he has been mixing and mastering. We've been working together for probably 8 or more years. Almost a decade. And a lot of the times we're working on projects that really feel like authentic to who I am as a being.
Yes.
So yeah, I actually have to go get on stage. Love, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. All right. You guys don't know it's the one and only Pinky Lou. And I'm here with an exclusive interview with QX, who just came on the stage. Had some beautiful music, very positive, very inspirational. If you guys don't know, you better ask somebody. So, I always do my research, and I found out his name is QX. Now, with that being said, let the people know what your name comes from and how you got the name and why you chose the name. And
Thank you so much. Actually, my father named me after Quincy Jones and Malcolm X. And I just decided to make it a tribute to where I came from and, who I am as a person, to make my artist name Q-X.
I love it. And those are two big names that, that inspire who you are. Now, with that being said, other than Quincy Jones and Malcolm X, or people in industry, who else?
Wow, that is a great question. I get a lot of inspiration from pop artists today, like Post Malone, and I listen to a lot of Muse, a lot of Guns N' Roses. Very rock, but popish.
Yes, I know what you
radio.
mean. Yeah, I like. Me, like, believe it or not, yes, I am a big Guns N' Roses fan. I love Welcome to the Jungle. Like, that is my track right here.
Yeah.
I'll get into different, like, I love music, in general. Like, I love all genres. But so it all depends on my mood, on what I'm feeling that day. And so I could be feeling like rock, I could feel like pop, I could feel like some lovers rock, reggae, I feel like some conscious, feel dance,
Yeah.
hip hop,
Yeah, and it's our jobs as artists to try to fuse these things and create new subgenres and make things modern. And,
Right.
Obviously paying tribute to what was there before and trying to draw inspiration.
Exactly. Now, it is Caribana weekend. We are on the 6th. So far, did you go to Caribana yesterday?
Of course I did. I was actually just working with the National Film Board of Canada on a project. It was
nice,
very
nice,
fun, very
nice,
fun.
nice, nice. So I love that. I love that. So I did interview a couple artists prior to you, and they were younger artists,
Yeah.
and they didn't go. And
Well,
I was like, why not?
yeah.
And they're like, too much Y ends. And I was like, okay, I understand. And you know,
You know who we're talking.
yes, and I understand that because you know what? We're in an area where it is Screwface capital. Toronto's always known, but we're also, but it's fortunate to say we as Black people, when there's too much of us in the same place at the same time, there's always some animosity. There's always some kind of jealousy instead of unity.
You know, I can totally understand that and see that in a lot of communities, but a community like mine, like Villaways, it was something that was, out of a fairy tale, a community of Black people who all, say hello to each other on their way down,
That's how
help
it's
each other
supposed
with
to be.
groceries
That's
on
how
the
it should
way.
be. Yes, yes.
And everybody knows their
Yes.
grandma
Yes,
and
yes,
really trying to
yes.
be a part of that sense of
That
community.
is something myself. I'm from the Scarlet and Gin and Dundas Southside G. And this is something that even where I live, everybody knows everybody. You'll get the odd weirdos that, disrespectful. And, a lot of these young kids nowadays, they feel that they don't have to show respect. But until they get G-check, like, you know what? This is somebody that at the end of the day, we've been here. We've seen stuff that you can't even imagine. And so before you get disrespectful, no, you never know who that could be or who they're connected to, right?
I feel like Toronto's very, very much a place where there's pockets of communities, and when you come from an outside, no matter where it is, you're viewed as an outsider. But I think the larger sense of Toronto, we need to embody that sense. In like we have it community by community, but we should also work actively to make that a larger sense that we're all Toronto
For sure.
and we are standing by each other.
I agree. Now singles coming up for you. What's coming up?
Yes, I have a song called Snakes. It's with Jonas Ed, a very close friend of mine. Shout out to him. He's he's a phenomenal artist in Toronto, and he's been doing some amazing things.
Any EPs coming?
EPs. I actually just released an EP, well, an album. It's called A Midnight Summer's Dream.
Nice.
And 5 songs. It is something that I was working on for a little while, and it's cumulatively became a project that I'm really proud of. One of the songs, I've Seen It All, it was written for my mother. It was something that was, it came from a place where she's always been critically ill my whole life. And, you never know when that could happen. And I owe a lot of who I am to her. It was a song to help her know that when she's away from me, no matter how long or how far, that I'll be okay. That she taught me the right things.
I love that. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. And even before I was mentioning, you mentioned your dad was who named you, and he that the word I'm looking for, that
foundation.
Foundation. Yeah, thank you. Foundation of these are who I named you after. So you gotta name those big names, but also to know that he was a part of. Earlier, I had another artist, and I was interviewing him, and he said his dad is who inspired him, and I love to hear when Black fathers, especially, are involved with their children, especially these young men, because that's what happens when these young men don't have some kind of father to or male role model to look upon. They fall through the cracks and go down a path of destruction where there's better ways. There's better ways to make your money. There's better ways to do things and go about it. You don't have to be in the streets. Like these streets don't love you,
I
right?
totally can relate to that, but it's something where a large portion of my life My father was not with us.
Yeah.
However, he is a part of my life today.
Right.
And I'm very appreciative of that.
Love.
My mom is the strongest woman I know. She's
Wonderful.
gone through hell and
Everything,
back.
yeah.
And I've stood with her the
Yes.
entire way. And now that I have my dad as a part of my life, it also helps me tap into emotions that I didn't know I had.
Yeah.
At times,
Which is wonderful. Which is wonderful.
A
'cause,
testament to
you know, I always say that like Black men are afraid to express themselves or, come out with their emotions. Like you cried, okay? You're human. So why not? If you're hurt, are you not supposed to feel hurt? Are you not, just because you cry doesn't mean that makes you a wimp. It makes you, it actually, to me, makes you a man if you're able to cry because that just shows that you're human. Thank you.
Yes,
So
there's
I always
actually a
encourage-
shout out to Pharaoh Soul for that. There's a song he's looking to release called Men Don't Cry. And I think that's something I just wanted to put out there.
Thank
that
you.
Anybody who's, just looking at the idea of masculinity and trying to battle that with the society of today,
Yeah.
it is a beautiful song, and I can't wait till it's
I
released.
cannot wait to hear that.
Pharaoh Soul.
I cannot wait to hear that. And thank you so much for that exclusive. So with that being said, any upcoming performances that I can catch you at other than today?
Yes. I actually have a show coming up on September 5th. It's the Toronto Yacht Party. It's the last party of the summer. So if you haven't already gotten tickets, get your tickets and make sure that you're there because last party it was sold out and it was just.
Is there a dress code in fact? Is it an all white?
No, there's no dress code. Just make sure that you dress to impress.
It's like that drip is on check.
Yeah.
So with that being said, thank you again for joining us on the
Thank you
D2B
for
network.
having
It was a
me.
pleasure. Got me fumbling my words here. And as usual, you guys can check him out on all platforms. He's on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Music, you name it, you're gonna find him. That's QX. You guys can check him on Instagram also.
Yo. Before you go, may I have to say something still. Yo, you'll be putting fire upon that stage, boy. You know what I'm saying? Straight up goods, yo. You know what I mean? A nice commentator, yo. She be holding it down tonight. You know what I mean? Straight up, I'd just be holding it back. You know what I mean? I'm the producer of the show, but yo, you know what I mean? She said what she had to say to you, but we're more than a podcast, man. Anything our way, anything new, send it our way, man. On our blogs, on our our walls and all of that, man. Anything. Don't be shy. Don't strive. You know what I mean?
Catch me on Flow 93.5 and everywhere else in the next 2 years. You're gonna know the name QX.
Yo, before we go, can you give D2E a nice shout out?
D2E, this is QX Boulevard saying this is the best podcast on the planet.
You heard it here first from the Rastafari Samurai. Never leaving you dry. And yeah, I'll put this message nationwide.